It's Sunday morning, the 12th of January 2025. We're down here at Garnet Wharf. That's the hydropower station there, which isn't working at the minute. And this is the sort of weir at Otley. And there's actually a bit of melt this morning happening. It's about 1 or 2 degrees. The sky has changed to be more hazy than previously. And there's been more clouds, so I think we might get some melting this afternoon. There's been so still snow here and things, but more of it's melting on the streets and paths and things, so we'll see how it goes today. Well, it looks like they had fixed this, it was all straight. It looks like it's been inundated again, and then we look at these, they're now full of all twigs and logs and everything, completely jammed up. So it looks like what happened is it's been switched on, it's got inundated. For some reason the filters are not working and stopping all the big logs and twigs coming through, and it's just jammed it all up, and it's again damaged this fence here that had been straightened by the workers previously. So there's all the debris you can see elsewhere and everything, all the sort of stuff piled up down here. So it's something with the design has meant, or a fault with it, which has meant that it's getting clogged up. I mean, it's full there of all the different bits of debris, the leaves and stuff, the twigs and everything, which is meant to be caught in the filter before the water comes through. The water's supposed to come through here and be filtered, but it's obviously not working effectively. Maybe like at the high flows, everything's overtopping it, and it's yeah, the stuff's getting through that filter there on both sides, and then clogging up the system. This Italian restaurant here, Zazaaaaxx, quite expensive. I've never used it, never been in it. But just looked at the menu on the outside, it seemed expensive. Yeah, I mean, in our garden it's still all pretty solid. But as it starts to melt, we're going to get going to be quite slippy, I think, on some of these surfaces, with the sort of wet water on top of the ice. Yeah, still plenty of snow, plenty of crunch. Temperature this morning at about 9 o'clock was approaching 1 degree above freezing. We'll have a look, see what it is now. And I'll show you some of the little icicles that have formed on some of the plant tubs. Right, let's have a look. So temperature right now is 0.9 degrees. So it's not much above freezing, but it's enough to start a little bit of a melt. I'll show you these icicles that are formed on these plant tubs here. Yeah, they're quite impressive, aren't they? And even with like drips and things forming on the coating these plant stems. So in the sun now we've got a bit of melt, you can see it coming out of the spout there. So there's enough so being above freezing, and then we've got the sun coming out, it's actually melting things. You can see all dripping off there as well. So we have got a melt going on, but in the shade it's not, but in the sun it is melting quite quickly there. Of course, it's been there for a long time, been there many days. It's only today that it's starting to melt. So we've got drips and things coming down. It's coated these plant stems with an ice sheet. Sunday lunchtime. 12th of January. So it is Sunday, the 12th of January 2025. I just want to show you, so these are all kind of still flowering, but just about coping with the cold temperatures. But amazingly, all the geraniums are kind of in a stasis and just still in flower. So, you know, middle of January, these geraniums, which we just keep outside normally, they're just sort of, I haven't added water or anything to them, they're just in like a sort of a stasis. There's white geraniums and the pink ones are just kind of like there. And they're in the garage, so they're protected from the frost. But there's still flowers on them. And even some of these kind of wildflowery type things here, the sort of flowers just sort of there, preserved. So there we go, still got some colour from those plants. Meanwhile, outside we've got still got plenty of snow.